Everybody, it's Crystal again. Today I'm going to show you how to make this bag. It's made with one granny square, and I folded it in half and sewed it together. I did use 4 different kinds of yarn on this. I used the furry yarn, I used regular acrylic yarn, cotton yarn, and then I used 100% wool yarn right here, and then I put it in a washer and I felted it. So the wool felted. The wool yarn. None of the other ones did, just the wool. And then I just put a couple ribbons on it just to add something extra to it. So let's go ahead and get started on it. For this project I'm using a size I9, or it is a 5.5mm crochet hook. And for the yarn I'm using a mix of yarn. I have acrylic, like Caron and Red Heart, and then I have some plain cotton yarn, like Pieces of Cream, furry yarn, or eyelash yarn, and I'm using wool too, and 100% wool. And this is what is going to felt when we put it in the washer at the end. None of these are going to felt at all. They're going to look the same when you pull them out of the washer. But I have several colors of this 100% wool. It doesn't matter if it's worsted wool, as long as it's 100% wool. And that's what's going to shrink up and make the felt look. So I'm hoping when I do my project and mix all these yarns together and then I throw it in the washer to felt it, that it's going to look cool. I don't know, so I never really know how it's going to turn out when I felt the bag. I always get really nervous about it because I don't know if it's going to work out. But this is what I'm doing. It's just a bunch of different colors, scraps and stuff that I had. And so whatever you got, and if you want to felt, mix the 100% wool with what you got. And then I think it'll look pretty cool in the end. So we'll go ahead and get started on it. Start with your slip knot. And you want to do a chain of 4. We're just doing a really basic granny square, so it's really easy. And then you want to do slip stitch and form the ring. Probably did that too fast, I'm sorry. Start with your slip knot and do a chain of 4. And then we're going to slip stitch in this beginning chain to form a ring. Just like that. And there's our ring. So now you want to chain 3. This chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet, and every chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet for the rest of this project. So now you want to do a double crochet through the ring that we just made. So we're going to yarn over and go in the ring, and then we're going to do the double. Go through the first 2 and the second 2. We're going to do another one, yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over, go through the first 2, through the second 2. So we just did 2 doubles, and then this chain 3 is going to count as a double, so we have a total of 3 doubles. So we're going to do 4 sets of 3 doubles, and then we're going to chain 2. We're going to have 4 sets of 3 doubles with a chain 2 in between each one. The chain 2 is going to be the corner. So now we're going to do another set of 3 doubles through the ring. That. One more. So there's 3 more. So now we're going to do another chain 2. And now we need to do another set of 3 doubles through the ring. There's 1. 2, and there's 3, chain 2, and then another set of 3 doubles through the center ring. There's 1, 2, and there's 3. So now we have 4 sets of 3 double crochet, and then with a chain 2 in between each set. So right here we have to do a chain 2 to go in between these 2 sets. And now we're going to slip stitch in the top of our beginning chain 3. And I'm going to switch colors here, and I'll show you how to do that. So stick your needle in there and don't pull this green yarn or this yarn through. I'm going to clip it and get it out of the way because we're not going to need it anymore. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my next color that I'll use. And this is the color that I'm going to pull through next. Just like that. And then I'm going to tie this in a knot there to secure it. Okay, I just tied that knot in the back, and now I'm going to start it with the chain 3. And now I'm going to do a double crochet in every stitch around. You can hide your tail if you want as you go, or if it's easier for you to weave them in at the end, that's fine. And we're at the corner now. Now every corner is going to have the same thing. It's going to have 2 doubles, a chain 2, and then 2 more doubles back in that same spot. And that's what the corner is going to be throughout the project. 4 of them. 2 doubles, a chain 2, and 2 doubles. And then we're going to continue putting a double crochet in every stitch across. And I want to show you right here. You don't want to forget this little guy that's hiding. I always have to pull my corner back. Make sure you get him. Don't miss him, or he'll make your square lopsided if you miss him. One in each stitch. Now I'm at the corner again, so I'm going to do 2 doubles, a chain 2, and then 2 more doubles back into the corner spot. Okay, pull this back to see that little guy. And then 1 double in each stitch. And then we're at the corner again, so we're going to do 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 more doubles back in the corner spot. And then 1 in every stitch. And then we're back to the corner again, so it's going to be 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 more doubles. And then slip stitch in a top of our chain 3. And if you want to switch colors here, you can. You would just pull out the new color, slip stitch, chain 3 again, and this is how we're going to repeat it from now on. Double crochet in every stitch across, and it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And then the corner is going to be my light keeps flickering. 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 more doubles. And you can't forget that little guy. Make sure you always get him because he hides. And then double crochet in every stitch. So this is how you do it. It's just a basic granny. It's gonna be the same from here on out. Double crochet in every stitch, and all 4 corners are always going to be the same. 2 double crochet, a chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. And you're going to keep doing that until you get back around and slip stitch in your chain 3, chain 3 again, and keep going around. And I'm going to do a total of 10 rows. 10 rows. Now I'm just going to sew it together. So I'm folding it in half with the good side on the inside. So I'm going to sew it up with the part that I don't want to see on the outside. And then I already sewed this in it. When I get done, I'll just flip it inside out. So I'm sewing it wrong side out so I can flip it, because I don't want my seam to be shown. So I'm just sewing it together with single crochet, and you can sew it with a yarn needle or if it's easier for you. But I'm just gonna start in a corner here. I'm gonna go through both ends of it, pull up a loop, and do a chain stitch. Now I'm going to go through back in that same stitch with a single crochet. And then I'm all the way down. I'm just going to match stitches on both sides. I'm going to go in this next stitch, and then the same stitch on the other side. And then I'm going to do a single crochet. Like that. And then this one. One, single crochet, and I'm just hiding my tail there as I go. Single crochet, single, I'm going to do this all the way down. And you can do this with slip stitch too if you wanted. It's really whatever is easiest for you. Any way that it's going to hold it together works. And coming up to the end here, just do that last stitch, and then Might go ahead and just do one more right here if I can. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie it off and hide my thread. I can't find my scissors. Okay, I'm just going to clip this off and then sew in my thread and then do that on both ends. And my scissors went missing in action, so I'm going to go find them and I'll be right back. I found them and I just went ahead and sewed in my tails. And now I'm just going to flip it in right side out. Okay, that's what we got so far. Now I'm going to go around the top with a little bit of a brim and some handles. And I'm going to use the wool yarn that's going to felt. So I'm going to grab my yarn. And I'm going to start right here in the corner. Do a chain and then single crochet right there in the corner. And then I'm just going to single crochet in every stitch. Just one single crochet. Just like this. Just like this. I just hid my tail. Okay, I'm not going to make you watch me, I'm probably boring. I'll meet you right back up here. Here to the end where I'm getting ready to go around the corner. So here's the corner, so I'm going to do 2 single crochets in this piece. And I'm just going to go right over to this corner and do 2 single crochets in that one. Just like that. And then I'm going to continue around with a single crochet, 1 in every stitch. So I'm going to do the single crochet, 1 in every stitch, so I get back to the beginning. Coming back up to this corner over here, and we want to do the same thing in this corner. 2 single crochets in this one. And then this one, we already put 1 in it because we started there. So we're going to put 1 more. Just like that. Now I'm going to do another round of single crochet, so I'm just going to continue doing that single crochet. I'm just going to go right back up in this one, the next one, and single crochet in it, and then I'm going to go around again, 1 in every stitch. Until I get back to the beginning again. So go ahead and do that. 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way around back here to the beginning. I went ahead and did a total of 4 rows of single crochet, and you can make it taller if you want or less. It's up to you, however you want to do it. I'm not really sure how much that's going to shrink, but I think it'll be okay. Now I'm going to need some stitch markers. I just used some yarn, 4 of them, for where we're going to put the handles. So what we're going to do is, here in the corner, I'm going to count 8 over this way and then 8 over this way. So there'll be a total of 16 in between. So 8, and then that's where I'm going to put a stitch marker. And then same again. 8, stitch marker, and then you want to do the same on this side. There's where I ended off, so 1, 2, 8. Okay, now we're just going to pick up where we left off with single crochet again, and we want to single crochet up to the stitch marker, 1 in every stitch. Okay, and then you want to single crochet in the stitch that has the stitch marker, and you can take that out because you're not going to need it anymore. Now this is where we're going to make the length of our handle. If you want short handles, you can make them short. If you want long, make them long. We're just going to make a chain for however long you want your handles. But keep track of how many. Count your chain. Keep track of your chain count so you can do the same on the other side so they're equal. Okay, let me see. And remember this, if you're using the wool yarn, if not, you don't have to worry about it, but if you use the wool yarn, and we felt that they are going to shrink, so make sure you account for that. Okay, I did a chain of 60. That's what I did. So we're just going to make sure our chain's straight. And then we're going to come over here to our next stitch marker. Skip all these chains. Or skip all these stitches. Single crochet in the stitch that has the stitch marker. And you can take that out. Oh, now we're going to single crochet in every stitch around to the next stitch marker, and then we're going to do our chain again. I'm going to do my chain of 60, and you do however many you did. Single crochet in the stitch that has the marker. Take it out, and then I'm going to do my chain of 60, and then I'm going to skip all these stitches and single crochet back in this spot. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. I made my chain, and then I single crochet back there in that stitch marker. Now I'm just going to continue around with single crochet, 1 in every stitch. And right here is where we started, so I'm just going to keep going and keep going. 1 in every stitch, single crochet, and then I'm at my chain here. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch up the chain. So just like that. can probably hear my kids in the other room. Sorry. They're in there playing Minecraft. They're addicted to it. They play it all the time. Well, except for, well, they're homeschooled. I homeschool all my kids. 3 of them, and then I have the baby. But after they do their homeschool, then they're on Minecraft the rest of the time. I give them crochet lessons too. Okay, so just do this. It's just one single crochet up the length of the chain all the way down, and then you're just going to continue single crocheting up the length of the next chain all along this chain, and then back around to where you started, and then you're just going to go up the chain, the next chain again, and every time you add a layer of single crochet, it's just going to get thicker and thicker. So I'm not sure how many rounds I'm going to do, so let me go ahead and get started on mine. I'm coming up to the end here, and I did a total of 4 rows of single crochet along the handles, but you can do more if you want, or less. So I come back up here where I started, and to finish it off, I'm just going to do a slip stitch in the next stitch, like that, and then I'm going to do another slip stitch in the next stitch. That's just to kind of make it level, finish it off a little bit, clip it, and then I'm going to hide my tail. And you want to make sure all your ends are sewed in real good if you're going to felt it, so it doesn't come undone. I'm just going to weave it through here a couple times. Just like that. Okay. This is what I got. And now I'm going to go and felt it. So what you need to do now is, hopefully, this is what's going to work, is all the wool that I used is going to felt and shrink up. And the cotton and the acrylic that I used and the furry yarn, it won't. It's going to stay the same. So you want to go ahead and you want to put it in the washer, and you want to put it on the hottest setting that you have, so it'll shrink the wool. And you want to put it in there with like a quarter or half a cup of laundry soap. It helps the felting process along. And also, it's important that you put it in there with like a pair of old blue jeans, because the blue jeans, I always use blue jeans because it rubs up against the wool, and it kind of helps it felt it better. So the hottest water that you have, go ahead and put it on the longest setting, pair of blue jeans and just a little bit of laundry soap. And then if you can, catch it before it hits the spin cycle and take it out and wring it out yourself, and then use a towel, lay it out and use a towel to dry it. That is better, because sometimes the spin cycle wrinkles it up a little bit. But if you're like a laundromat and you can't open it or anything, it's fine, it's okay. You just might have to work a little bit more to get the wrinkles out. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and put mine in. And if it goes through the wash cycle and you take it out and you don't think it's felted enough, just put it back in for another round. Fill it back up with hot water and do it again until you think it looks okay. So I'm going to go do mine, and I hope it turns out okay. My bag out of the washer, and I patted it dry, and I'm laying it flat. And I just took some ribbon, you don't have to do this, and I just weaved it under this last row of double crochet, over and under every other one. I went up the sides, and then I went to the top, and at the corners I made it come out, tied a bow. I did that on both sides, but you don't have to do that, but you can do whatever you want to it. That's what I did. And that's all there is to this bag. I hope yours turned out okay. I sure would like to see a picture of it if you make one. If you could post a picture on the Bagoday Crochet Facebook page, I'll put a link below. That'd be cool. I could see it. I like to see other people's stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so I can keep making tutorials, trying to build up my channel. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good night.